Hi there, this is Phil Simborg, USBGF Teaching Pro, and I am very happy to be in Novi, Michigan at the US's largest tournament, where I will be lecturing Saturday morning. And I gave a lecture yesterday to about a dozen novice players many of whom were playing in their first tournament. And I gave them a little orientation on the rules and procedures of tournament play, make them feel a little bit more comfortable, and basic strategies. And it occurred to me when I was getting into the strategy that I would tell them about the three things that beginners and even many intermediate players don't think about. There's three kinds of plays that are very common errors that skilled players make and unskilled players don't think about. Let's talk about just one of them today. How would you play a double one here? The score, by the way, is one away, or what we call double match point. The gammons don't matter, you just want to win the game. So how would you play a double one here? Okay, you got a hit. There's no reason to let your opponent go free and crash your board or bring these checkers all the way in. So hitting is an absolute must. Now, after you've done that, where is the rest of the ones? You would love to have this point made, but unfortunately you have to play all four of your ones. And if you do this, that's not a bad play. You've got lots of covers. If he doesn't roll a 3 or a 2-6, you're in pretty good shape and will probably cover. But if he rolls a 3, you're not going to be very happy. I'm sorry, a 2-5 hits you also, but a 2-6 is also pretty good for him. So the other possibility was to leave this checker back here and move this one up here. That's a little bit more coverage. There's more 5s than there are 4s, and if you add it up, it's close. They're both good plays. But once you realize you must hit, the best play is to just hit safely. Just switch. Take these two checkers from here and put them to here. So this is by far the best play. You're hitting without leaving any shots. Now, people often miss plays like this. For one thing, we've been conditioned that the 5 point is so important, don't give it up. And for another thing, we just don't think about it. We just don't realize that you can switch points. So switching is one of those three plays I was talking about that good players see very often. As you can see, it's the best play by quite a bit. If you have extreme gammon, don't just accept what you see when you hit the button, especially if it comes up 4-ply. There's 4 little lines here, which is 4-ply, which is pretty good. But the best evaluation you can get is XGR++. And in this case, the 4-ply was pretty close. It's about 0.058 error, almost 6% error not to switch. By the way, the other two kinds of mistakes that are often missed, besides switching plays, are the trapping plays, where your opponent's board is crashed and you intentionally leave a shot or give up your prime to force them to come out and hit you. So at what point do you break your prime and actually, even when you want to break your prime intentionally instead of just holding it to the bitter end, when your opponent has a holding game or a back game and his board is crashed, you want to trap quite often there. And the third play that is often overlooked are the loose hits, or even leaving a double shot in your own board, what's called a banana split, by hitting loose and leaving double shots. There's all kinds of loose hits that beginners and intermediates are afraid to make because they're just simply afraid of getting hit. And usually in those cases where it's right to do it, you really just need to hit. You must hit, even if the risk is very high. Let me just give you one more example of a switching play that is very, very commonly overlooked. And of course, I've given away the answer. You know what to do here. But take a look at this and see if you agree with me. Many, many people would never dream of playing the two checkers from the 6 point to the ace point. You cannot afford for blue to roll a 1 here. If blue rolls a 1, he's got a great game. Now, of course, you're scared if you make this play that he rolls double 6s, but there's 11 ways to roll a 1 and only one way to roll a double 6. So you're much, much better off making the switching play. It gives you time to bring your checkers down and maybe remake the 6 point. It gives you time to give this checker out and possibly hit these two checkers and bring it around. So Again, this is a switching play that most people, or many people, don't see. All of the top 4 plays switched. The only question was where you played the other 2 5s, and it really isn't that critical unless you play very stupidly. So keep this in mind, that you can switch and hit safely with 2. It's not always right, of course. Many times it's wrong. Knowing when to do it, when not to, is part of the skill of the game. But at least considering it as an option and seeing that there are times when you can do this will improve your game. I hope this helps you. Thanks for watching, and keep watching the USBGF website for updates and live streaming from Novi, Michigan. Very good turnout, very excellent, beautiful hotel, the Sheraton Hotel here in Novi, and the weather is gorgeous, just couldn't be better. I think they should set up tables outside and let us play outside on beautiful summer days like this in Michigan. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.